Yeah. What is it that stirs anger within you? Can it be an indication of something more profound within your own heart? Often, an angry response is like a warning light on a car's dashboard, signaling that there's something amiss within our hearts. Anger can surge up for countless reasons, and it's wise to probe deeper before letting this emotion take the wheel and steer our actions. Are we reacting out of selfishness? Would Jesus be stirred to anger in this situation? Is an unresolved issue from our past adding fuel to the fire? Are we pointing fingers at others' faults without addressing our own? How would we hope to be treated if the roles were reversed? Deciding to use the onset of anger as a cue for introspection can lead to surprising revelations. It's like digging for treasure. Except here, the bounty is understanding and self-awareness. Hence, when anger rises, it's time to pause, reflect, and examine our hearts. When anger flares, we must ask, is my rage flowing from a place of selfishness? A crucial question indeed, as the roots of our anger often lie in the garden of selfish desires. It's essential to understand that anger itself isn't inherently bad. It's how we handle it, where it stems from, and what we allow it to provoke within us that truly matters. Consider how Jesus might react in similar situations. Would he let anger cloud his judgment? Or would he respond with grace, understanding, and love? This perspective can serve as a guiding light when we find ourselves on the brink of a rage-filled reaction. Moreover, it's important to remember the value of forgiveness. We've all had moments where we've stumbled, making mistakes we wish we could erase. Before we rush to confront the sins of others, let's pause and reflect on our own. Thus, we must confront our own failings before pointing fingers at others. So tush us. So, how should we respond when anger flares within us? This question, my friends, is the beginning of the path to spiritual growth. It's not about suppressing your anger, but rather using it as a powerful tool for self-examination and introspection. Let's consider the words of Psalm 139:23. Search me, God, and know my heart. Test me and know my concerns. This verse invites us to ask God to probe our hearts and reveal our true intentions, to help us uncover whether our anger is rooted in selfishness or righteousness. Now, let's look at Lamentations 3:39-40. Why should the living complain when punished for their sins? Let us examine our ways and test them, and let us return to the Lord. This verse calls for humility, self-examination, and a return to God's ways. It reminds us of the importance of forgiveness, empathy, and the courage to address our own shortcomings. In the end, self-examination and spiritual growth lead us back to the Lord, guiding us towards love and forgiveness,